You know, there's a way, Ari, in which Barack Obama is, in a sense, if you think of the presidency as a national avatar, Obama is who we hope we are, and Donald Trump is who we fear we are, right? That there's something sort of guttural about Trumpism, where it's like playing to all of your base fears of other people, your anger, your rage, your neediness, the core of his need, and this black hole inside himself is kind of what America fears like the crass part of ourselves is becoming. Whereas Barack Obama is the emblem of what presidencies used to be, the Eisenhower model, the sort of, model of the presidency as aspirational.
And above the fray.
And above the fray.
Yeah. Barack Obama is not a guy who's going to freak out about where he stands in a Gallup poll. He's very comfortable in his own skin. He knows who he is. And he's very well aware of what his talents are. And that's not Donald Trump.
Well, and Joy, you make a deeper point, as you so often do, that politics is not only about what we want to do with our resources or our country, right? But it's really who we want to be.
Yeah.
And there is a superficial appeal to Trumpism. Because it reminds me of the Joker in Batman when he says, well, you're only as good as you're allowed to be.
Right.
And maybe we should all just be worse. And that can be appealing, at least for a moment, until you say, wait a minute, does everyone want to live in that environment, what some would call lowest common denominator?
Well, in that sense, Donald Trump is a lot like the president he seems to most admire, Andrew Jackson, who had that similar sort of, I'm a populist, although he actually did fight in the war when he was available to do so and didn't get bone spurs, etc. But, Andrew Jackson was this horrible figure, this venal, quasi-populist, but who was also violent, sort of genocidal, and indulged this sort of desire for violence in the American public at that time. Whereas you've had other models for the presidency, the Teddy Roosevelt swashbuckling model of fighting the big trusts and busting them up. Or, again, think about Eisenhower. You think about FDR, the sort of national dad who's like going to bring us back from, the depths of the Depression. Donald Trump doesn't want to be any of those kind of models. He wants to be Andrew Jackson. He wants to indulge our sense of violence. And that, to me, is not healthy in a presidency.